Right. Okay, so apparently we did not get an extension. I did think we would get an extension, but unfortunately that is not the case. They mutually agreed to terminate the business combination agreement. Right. In the message, they even say that they still may continue, but are not required to discuss a potential business combination transaction involving Tpgy and Evbox Group. This is just quite insane, to be honest with you. I did expect them to extend it. I did not expect them to terminate the business agreement at this moment in time, as it seems they may at some point in 2022 still have a business combination agreement, but probably with a very, very, very different valuation on top of it. It could be that they are going to have the same deal, but then like triple the valuation, for example. That could definitely be the case. It's quite insane that it's basically a message like, hi, we're not going to get a deal, so bye. Thank you for the elaborate communication, sarcasm involved. And we do have some questions, or at least I still have some questions. I'm not sure if you have the same questions as I do, because there are a few things that are unclear at this moment in time. The first question, for example, is can we redeem our shares at this point in time? Can we now go to our brokers and say, okay, I would like to have my money back, or at least the more or less $10 that is in their trust account at this moment per share? That is not very clear. I actually contacted my broker. I'm waiting for a confirmation on that. I have also sent a message to Tpgy asking what the situation is like at this very moment. I also asked them to come on my channel to explain themselves, so let's see what they answer to that. Because the thing is, some people have told me that it might be the case that, well, first of all, as we can see over here, the proposed business combination needs to be approved and consummated first, and then, or right before that moment, you can actually redeem your shares. So it could be that we even need to wait until like October 2022 in order to redeem our shares. That would be quite insane, of course. I'm not entirely sure if that is the case, so that is also why I'm reaching out to my broker and also to Tpgy. So my question is, okay, what if we don't have a deal? In this case, we don't have a deal, and Tpgy is going to find another target apart from Evbox. Are we going to be stuck in this position? Are we going to have to wait until they are going to find a company and then we can redeem our shares, or what's going on exactly? And of course, also, what if there is not going to be any deal whatsoever? Well, in that case, according to this website, if the SPAC does not complete a merger within the certain time frame, so within 2 years, the SPAC is going to liquidate and the IPO proceeds are going to be returned to the public shareholders. So in that case, we would get our money back, which is more or less $10. And that brings me to my second question, because the thing is, we also know right now that, and let's zoom in a little bit, Evbox is now going to have to pay at least 15 million euros as a fine, if you will. What is going to happen with that 15 million? Is that money going to be added to the trust account or not? Is that going to be added to the amount of money they currently have? And that is my number 2 question. Because if we go to the latest 10Q of Evbox, or sorry, of Tpgy, of course, we can see that currently they have about a little bit more than $350 million in their trust account. Now, we can also see that they currently have 35 million shares outstanding, okay? So if you take those numbers, then the current price per share that would be appropriate if people want to redeem their shares is a little bit more than $10 per share. It's like $10.01, more or less. But if we are going to have the fine of Evbox of 15 million euros added to this amount of money, it's going to be, let's see, first of all, we have to know, of course, the price of the euro dollar, so that's already quite important to know. Okay, so let's pull up a calculator. And by the way, yeah, of course, right now I'm creating this video with not a lot of preparation, because I just found out like an hour ago about this merger, so I haven't really had the time to prepare myself for this video. So it's a slightly different video than what you are used to. Okay, so 15 million euros is more or less almost exactly $17 million. So if you go back to this one over here, Let's again pull up my calculator, and you can actually not see the calculator, but that's all right. So we have 350 million plus 17 million is 367 million, divided by 35 million shares is $10.94 per share, more or less. So about $10.50 per share. So the question is, if we can now redeem our shares, can we then get about $10.50 for our shares? Or again, do we have to wait until like October 2022 to get that amount of money? So that is definitely important to know as well. Again, I also reached out to Tpgy and my broker DEGIRO about this situation. So yeah, again, third question, how much do we get exactly if we are going to redeem our shares? And my number 4 question is basically, all right, what can we do right now? Can we redeem right now? And again, that is depending on the answers of Tpgy and DEGIRO. And if we cannot redeem at this point in time, and we can only redeem in like October 2022, then we could maybe see it as a cash position and hold the stock until they are going to find a business deal or another business deal, and then we can maybe then we can hopefully redeem our shares for either more or less $10 or $10.50 per share. Or if we are not able to redeem right now, we can also of course sell our shares for a loss. Right now Tpgy is trading below $10 per share. So currently it's trading at $9.82. I believe pre-market it was down a little bit, like 9 cents or so, so like $9.73 at this moment in time. So it could be the case, of course, that is also a possibility to sell your shares at a loss and yeah, basically use the cash for another investment, and in that way, yeah, use the money. It's just quite nasty. It's a very nasty situation. I likely think that we are going to see multiple people suing Tpgy for this situation. Personally, it's also my largest position, so if you are upset, I can definitely understand that because I'm in the exact same boat as you. So yeah, keep that in mind. You're not the only one who is going through this. Okay. Now, of course, I want to thank you very much. If you have been following me for Tpgy, I would like to thank you for all the time you have invested in my videos. I would like to thank you for that. I hope I can continue to provide a lot of value for you in 2022, maybe on this channel, on my English channel, or if you are Dutch, or well, if you know Dutch, then you can also follow me on my Dutch channel. I'm going to be a little bit more active on that channel, but I'm also still going to continue to upload videos on this channel. So I would like to wish you very happy holidays in the next couple of days. I would like to wish you a very beautiful and healthy 2022. Let's hope the world is going to be a much better place in 2022. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.